YouTube. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. I know I am. This is my last weekend before I travel to the United States this upcoming week. I'm super excited and I hope everything is going well for you too. Today's topic is going to be one of your favorite topics. I know it is also one of my favorite topics because we are going to talk about a white woman who is defending her Black American husband from another Black woman coming at him in the commentary section of TikTok. Then we have another Black lady talking about the white woman's commentary, also putting down the Black man that she is married to. Did it sound a little confusing? I hope not, but before I say too much, we are going to get right into the video. But before we start, I would like to say a huge thank you to all of you, to all of the love, support, the feedback. I absolutely love it. I highly appreciate all of you guys. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and if you did, welcome on board, honey. So let's get it started.
Babe, this bitch says, keep him please, we need to rest. Lady, you couldn't pull him on your best day. Don't worry about it. I got this.
We need to rest?
Yeah.
Oh,
she
did
need
not.
a rest. That stretched out badge? Stay bothered.
Speaking of defending your husband, this is exactly what I am talking about. And here's a quick disclaimer. I already know not all American Black women, they behave like this, worried about this, think about this, and then write comments on TikTok about this. I already know this, but still there's a pretty good amount of women who do. And these two, they're just going about their day, walking out of the Wawa, and they're just having a good time. And then she comes across this comment like this, and of course she's going to respond to it, because why would we just, take those comments in and not react towards it? And I just love her husband's reaction, because this is the same type of reaction that I would get from my husband. He would be completely puzzled. You know why? Because he does not give a flying fuck about what's going on online or how other women feel. Because I know this guy, and also my husband's like, look ladies, y'all had y'all chances. You didn't want me. I was never good enough for some Black American women. So what's the problem now? Y'all go ahead about your business and I'll go about mine. It's very, very simple. And I just love how he's being about it. And he's like, rest about what? Because he just simply doesn't care. Obviously, he's not even on social media like that. You can tell by his facial expression how he was just puzzled. But what I want to say is, why would this white woman get some backlash about dating a Black American man? Like I said, a lot of women had the chance to date them, but it's always, everything is fine unless that Black man decides to date somebody who is not Black. All of a sudden, it's a problem. All of a sudden, people want to talk about it. All of a sudden, people want to act like they don't care, but really they do care. And now let's get to the Black lady who is responding to their comment. And I'm going to tell you one thing. It's so typical. It is so typical.
So this is hilarious. And this is what kind of annoys me. And I'm not just talking about this just one video. I've seen a few of her videos where she's just going in on Black women and disparaging Black women and talking down on Black women.
I honestly will never understand this type of response, because the white lady, she never said anything about Black women. She did not say specifically Black women. She didn't talk down on a Black woman. I am sure whatever comment that she has made, she would have told another woman of a different skin color as well if she would have had the same type of comment about her husband. Honey, this is about our husbands. If there's anybody coming for our husbands, we are going to defend them like this person was coming for us. If there's anybody that is pissing our husband off, we are going to respond to it like this person is pissing us off. If there's anything that is bothering our man, trust and believe we are bothered too. We're gonna have our man's back no matter what. Trust and believe that. That's why I understand that other woman's reaction, but I just don't understand the fact that when somebody defends themselves or their loved ones, it's automatically talking down on a Black woman, when that is absolutely not true. Now, I would understand if the white lady would have sat down and made a video about talking a certain way about Black women, trying to stir up some drama. Some people use it trying to go viral, but it was not even the case. She was sipping on her milkshake. The man was probably just, God knows what, thinking about what, and she just responded to a comment. Simple as that. But it gets even better.
And she thinks she has a prize, but she also did a video saying when she got with her man, he was basically homeless, destitute, broke, busted, and disgusted. Like, girl, we've been cleaning up off the street for forever. They come from our wombs. Like, you're not doing anything spectacular. Then I seen another video of him saying, because someone said I could never be with somebody that would have sold me back in the day, and his raccoon ass is like, oh, black people sold more black people than white people. I said, oh, he must not even be black American talking like that. Also, whenever a melanin rich person gets with a white person, you have to forsake a part of yourself to some degree.
Clearly, there is something that some women on this planet just do not understand. When a woman decides to be with a man and the man decides to be with the woman and she claims that he is the prize, then obviously this woman sees something in her man that other women may not see. It doesn't mean that when a woman decides to be with a man, especially a black American man, that he has to make six figures, that he has to be 6 feet tall, that he has to have all of these things that a lot of women want men to have. And I remember the video, I actually covered the video where this white woman was talking about her and her husband actually met. She said that he had just got himself together. He was not homeless. He had just got himself a place. He was getting back on his feet, and he had, recently started a business which she helped and supported him to grow. And now they are both benefiting from his business. But she also said that she always had her own money, but that never mattered. She liked the man, supported the man, and now they're both winning. And what is wrong with that? And here she comes talking about, oh, these men come from our wombs. We've been dealing with these men for all these years. So what? Who cares? Let anyone who wants to fall in love with a black, white, purple, whatever man, just leave them be. It is not necessary for anybody to make comments about somebody else or act like they are entitled to have something that another woman is not supposed to have. It is not about that. And then what these white women or non-black women respond to comments, now they want to get mad again. This is an ongoing cycle. But the difference about that is these two, they have a functional relationship. Meanwhile, while other women are still single. Single by choice, I know.
You gotta be okay. You gotta let certain things slide. You're gonna always be the nigga in your house. Because what self-respecting black person is going to be sitting up there siding with a white person talking about, oh, black people sold more white people? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? We're in the United States of America. We are not talking about what's going on. Anyways, that's another story for another day. But the fact that she feels so emboldened and empowered to talk shit about black women because she's in bed taking BBC, and he probably ain't even got a BBC because a lot of black men do not have. Anyways, it's just like, girl, you're not even eating. Like, her figure is okay. She already had kids, so I figure she's like a single mother. And they love a single mother as long as it's not a black woman. But your face card is declined. Like, I'm not trying to talk crazy about nobody, but the way she's going in on people, like, you would think that she was like a bad bitch. Let me show y'all something else she said that she responded to.
Isn't it funny how some non-black women just cannot love their black men in peace? Isn't it crazy how some black men cannot just be with non-black women in peace? Why do we have to sit here and justify why we are in love with someone or why we decide to be with someone? No, it is not because women like us have a fetish for black men. I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but this is not the case in a lot of us. You have so many non-black women who have identified themselves with the career their husbands have, and they are making everything else evolve around their husband's life, their husband's career. And this does not mean that the woman is losing herself, that she does not have her own personality, her own things going on. But since she's given that black man enough respect in the household, she's like, okay, you know what? You have the lead. I'm going to, make sure that I support you in everything that you are doing, but still I'm going to do me, And I don't understand why everything has to be about sexuality. This is not even the case. Who even cares? See, some women are so close-minded. She was really not able to make a comment based on some facts without getting emotional about it. They cannot win an argument. They cannot win an argument because they cannot speak from a factual perspective without getting emotional, without throwing curse words in a conversation, or even without coming at the woman who decides to be with a black man. Another thing that I want to throw in here real quick. This lady said that the white woman's face card was not all that, and the way that this woman was talking, you would think that she is a bad bitch. Again, some women don't understand. It's not always about your looks. Of course, you have to take care of yourself as a woman. Of course, you have to be decent looking, but also you cannot show too much of yourself out in public. That's for one. For two, it's about your actions. Of course, for one, you're going to be attracted to someone when you see them, but then if the character is right, if the energy is cool, and if she is feminine, that is all a man needs. Also, the respect thing. And we already know that a lot of women want to have respect. They want to be treated as a queen, as a princess, but yet they look like they are the scum of the earth. Behave like they are the scum of the earth. How many women are out there actually with self-respect, practicing traditional values, going to work, being quiet about it, don't throw their degree, their certificates, their career into a man's face? A man doesn't care about any of that. So really, if a woman is feminine, if she makes her own money and she doesn't brag about it because this is what basic adult people are doing, and she's feminine, she takes care of herself, she's supportive, she's respectful, I'm gonna tell you one thing, a man will always choose a woman who is not a bad bitch or who does not have a strong ass face card. But so many women out there are still so focused on that, showing themselves to everyone. They brag about their careers, they brag about the money they make, the car they drive, how strong and independent they are, how they don't need any man. Cool, be single and be happy, but also be quiet.
Look at this. I came back to watch this again. Of course, it's another raccoon. Don't let the high-calorie community and horse-wearing weave bother you or your man. And she's laughing at that. Like his mother, his sister, his fuck family is not black.
Guys, this is so incredible. She actually started her video off by saying that this white woman was talking down on black women. But what is she doing all of the time? She's calling the man names. She is calling his family names. She's calling all black men a certain word that I'm obviously not going to say on here. What is she doing all of the time? Yes, she is black and he is black, but this still does not give you the right to talk a certain way about his family. Here comes the respect thing. I would never be in front of the camera and talk a certain way about somebody's family. Now, if you do this publicly, I already know that you are not going to have one single ounce of respect for the man that you are with within your own household. You can't make this up. Again, I'm not saying that all American black women are like this. I am not saying that. Absolutely not. But when women behave like this in front of the camera, trust and believe me, they are not the only ones. See, you really can't make this up. Either you're going to be respectful, you're going to show yourself respectful, you're going to have respect for the man and what he does, or just stay out of his business. You know, it really doesn't matter. And if you keep coming for women who are non-black and they are defending their man, don't get upset at it. What do you think? We're just going to take it, not say anything about it? There were so many times where my husband said, you know, just don't worry about it. Let them be. But I can't. I cannot. I'm a woman. I'm going to get emotional. I'm going to say something. Now, I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm not going to do that. But at the end of the day, if, like I said, if this comment is going to come at me, my husband, my family, my relationship, I'm going to respond just like this woman said. But at the end of the day, it really only matters who you love, who you want to be with, and that you guys are vibing together. Okay? And don't let any other person disturb the relationship that you have. Do not let any comments get to your head. Do not let any comments really bother you. Just like the white woman said in the beginning of the video, stay bothered. So whoever wants to stay bothered, let them stay bothered, and you stay chilling. You stay gorgeous. You keep protecting your positive energy, because this whole internet world really is made to drag some people down. This is everything I have for you guys today. I hope you were able to enjoy the video. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching it. Make sure you leave a comment and do not forget to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel, show some love, support, and share this video with your friends and family, maybe to spark up a conversation. Something controversial, but you got to be able to deal with the backlash, you know, because not everybody's going to agree with our message. But other than that, thank you so much for tuning in. You already know I highly appreciate all of you guys. I am sure that the next video you're going to see is either going to be me at the airport, me in America, or me with my husband. So yeah, like I said, I'm super excited. I'm absolutely looking forward to it. It's been way too long, and I'm going to take you along to this journey with me. And like I said, if my husband feels comfortable enough, of course, he's going to be in front of the camera as well, maybe speaking about his point of view of this whole marrying a non-black woman debacle. Well, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you stay safe in these streets, and always stay tuned for more content. Thank you all so much.